Hi, welcome to the clinic.
For me, it's life-saving, and my family is getting to know the real me once again.
I always feel happier and lighter and just like in a more positive mood afterwards.
With the B.E.S.T treatments, those have helped immensely, like so much.
I felt something heavy get off of my shoulders. It almost felt like I never knew that I was carrying something big and heavy, and all of a sudden it was gone and I could breathe. It was incredible.
The very first time I was exposed to this technique, I thought it was the weirdest thing. I'll be honest. I grew up, of course, going to medical doctors, going to traditional chiropractors, and again, they're wonderful. They certainly have their place and they do wonderful things. When I was first introduced to this technique, I thought, again, it was the weirdest thing because I had no idea that my emotions and the stress that I was carrying inside my body could actually have an effect on me. I had very, very bad chronic shoulder pain, very bad chronic back pain, and it got to the point where I was taking 10 or more ibuprofen per day, and still nothing was helping. Finally, I was exposed to this technique, and again, the first time I thought, okay, what did that do for me? But I got off the table and I felt fantastic. I couldn't deny how I felt. I couldn't deny how good of results I got from seeing the practitioner that I saw. And so I began to think, okay, there's something to this. And I began to study the science behind it, and I began to realize, okay, this is why we do this, and this is why we do this, and this is why the practitioner does this. And little by little, the thought began to kind of drip in my mind, you need to study this. You need to become a practitioner yourself. And that's exactly what I did. And 2.5 years ago, Feel Well, Live Well was formed, and it's grown into what it is today.
As we go through life, we go through being a child, we go through being a teenager, we face a lot of different challenges, and often those leave emotional residual inside, and sometimes we don't know how to deal with those emotions, and so they stay inside and they fester, and then they show up as finally manifest as physical ailments. And because those physical ailments are attached to emotional stuff inside, we have no idea why they won't go away. But as you connect with that emotional storage and release it, all of a sudden the body has nothing else to connect those ailments to, and they simply go away because they're no longer needed to point at the emotional problem.
Here at Feel Well, Live Well, using this technique that we use, we have 4 main goals with all of our patients: pain-free, stress-free, medication-free, and financially free. Once we get to the cause of whatever is going on, the body can naturally heal itself of literally anything. We work with people who are willing to heal. We work with people who really want to get results. We work with a lot of people who have tried everything else under the sun. We get people all the time who say, I've been to this type of practitioner, I've been to this type of practitioner, I've seen this doctor, I've seen this doctor, and nothing helps. What is wrong with me? And again, a big reason why a lot of people don't heal is because they're addressing symptoms, not the actual cause.
Well, so far it's been completely pain-free. I live in chronic pain, and to have days afterward with complete pain-free, there's such a level of peace, really, that goes along with it. Inconquerable is kind of how I feel, and it's amazing what I can accomplish.
Especially if I've had any physical ailments after that treatment's done, oh, it's nice. Feeling the pain, and it's like, oh wow, and it's amazing that it's gone from just 2 simple hold points, and you're like, oh, it's gone. And so I liked it better than a chiropractor.
When I did focus on particular things, I did see results. Like, I was having trouble with my throat. Every time I get hot, I start coughing. And so we got rid of that. So it's great. And then I was also having bloody nose issues, and that is gone. So today I'm complaining about my foot, and it seems better.
It's been 26 years that I've had this headache, almost every single day on some level. And this latest one has been very intense for the last 4 months. and coming off of my first days of pain-free for several days in a row after each treatment. I've spent probably tens of thousands of dollars on different chiropractors and different treatments, and they've all helped to some degree. I'm no longer hospitalized with the pain, and I'm no longer on prescription medication and muscle relaxants and such, but they've still been very debilitating until this.
I went and started receiving treatments regularly, and oh my gosh, my whole life changed. I no longer emotional trouble happened. My whole family started interacting differently. I gotta tell you, that's the biggest thing that I got out of all these treatments is I learned how to manage my emotions, and I learned how to recognize them, and it made all the difference in the world.
I love B.E.S.T and how it helps just to clear all of that stuff out too, because that, in addition to all of the stuff that I've been learning, has been helping me tremendously.
Because we address so much more than just the physical pain that people are going through, we're actually able to treat quite a few other ailments than just your typical back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain. We treat people all the time with depression, all the time with PTSD, people even with things as severe as schizophrenia. We've treated people with MS. We've had quite a few people come in and get fantastic results. I'll never forget one gentleman that I treated just once. He came into our original office in Provo, and he had this severe pain in his knee. And it was to the point where even just the lightest touch on his knee sent him in a significant amount of pain. When I touched his knee before we treated it, I asked him on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful was it? And he told me it was a 10. It was interesting because we did the treatment on him. Very first treatment, I'd never met him before. I mean, like I said, he just walked in off of the street. And after I was done, I poked the same spot, and he almost started freaking out a little bit because he said, "What'd you do? Oh my gosh, my pain is gone." And it was funny because he jumped off the table and he began to dance around and he began to say, "Oh my goodness, look what I can do." And then he started freaking out a little bit. He's like, "What did you do? Is this some sort of voodoo stuff?" And so it was a lot of fun. We just explained the science behind it, and we just explained that because we were able to find the cause of his knee pain, and it wasn't difficult to do, that the symptoms naturally went away, and he was very grateful. If you're the type of person that has any sort of ailment, be it back pain, be it neck pain, be it stress, you name it, give us a call. Let us know what we can do for you. Because you saw this video, I'd like to personally invite you to come in and see one of our practitioners at no charge. And this is good for yourself and a guest. And so contact us. Let's see what we can do for you. If there's something we can do, great. We'll see who we can refer you to so that you can get the results that you desire. But you never know. Coming in and getting treated might just make the difference that you're looking for.